You're tuned into Fidelity Local 6. I have Mr. Wallace Poole here. We're doing a tribute this evening to Mr. Willie Nelson, something that he has been doing for the past 39 years. And what got you started on doing a tribute with Mr. Nelson's music?
So many years ago, I was in a rock and roll band, Miss Tate, and the people asked me to sing a song, and I'd never done it. So I did, and they said, "You sound just like Willie Nelson." I hadn't been following Willie Nelson's music 39 years ago, so I went home and listened, and I thought, wow, that guy sounds just like I do. So we've been traveling and performing ever since.
And do you have any more shows lined up for this year or going into 2016 that people can maybe tour with you and to enjoy some of the great things that you're doing?
We have a website, willietribute.com. We have our current and past tour dates on there, photos from the road, and other relevant information, attributed to the tribute to Willie Nelson.
And I was speaking with your wife. She says that you're retired sergeant of the Little Rock Police Department. Was that something you did for some time, and you maybe were doing the tribute on the side, or how did that go with the police department?
Well, I was on the Little Rock Police Department for 23 years, retired 13 years ago, and been able to travel now. Back in those days, had to show up for a shift to have to go to work every day. So retirement's great, and it's opened up an avenue for us to travel the world, actually, and perform this tribute to Willie Nelson.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you this evening. I'm just looking forward to the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
She's a little pretty thing, but she's my whole wide world. She's got my heart. I could never want another girl. She asks me why I feel this way. I tell her, baby, anytime I ever look your way, it's so pretty. Mama told me when I was young, sit beside me, my only son. Yeah, listen closely to what, and what do I do? It's all my fault now. Everything is almost lost, gotta make it right. There's so much wrong, don't see me again. I can't blame her at all.
And I'm drowning in a whiskey river, bathed in the memory of mine and the wetness of its soul, and feeling the amber current flowing from my mind, and the warm and empty heart you left so cold. Whiskey River, take my love, don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You run like I'll take care of me. bathing the memory of mine in the wetness of its soul, and feeling the amber current flowing from my mind. A warm and empty heart you left so cold. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture you. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got to take care of you. Whiskey River, take my mind. Thank you so much. Well, hello there. My, it's been a long, long time. And how am I doing? Well, I guess that I'm doing fine. Well, it's been so long now, but it seems now it's only yesterday. And gee, ain't it funny how time slips away? And how's your new love? Well, I hope that he's doing fine. But I don't know when though. I never know. I'll do it fine. But just remember what I tell you, that in time you're gonna pay. And gee, ain't it funny how time slips away? Well, I gotta go now, and I guess I'll see you around. But I don't know when though. I never know when I'll be back in town. But just remember what I tell you, that in time you're gonna pay. And gee, ain't it funny how time slips away? Well, I'm crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. And crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. Well, I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. And crazy for trying, and crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you. And when the evening sun goes down, you're gonna find me hanging around. The nightlife ain't no good life, but it's my life. Many people just like me, dreaming of old used to be. The nightlife ain't no good life, but it's my life. Well, now listen to the blues that he's playing. Listen to what the blues are saying. Mine is just another scene from the world of broken dreams. The nightlife ain't no good life, but it's my life. Listen to the blues that he's playing. And listen to what the blues are saying. Mine is just another scene from the world of broken dreams. The nightlife ain't no good life, but it's my life. And the nightlife ain't no good life, but it's my life. Well, all right. Well, it's a Bloody Mary morning, baby left me without warning sometime in the night. I'm flying down to Houston with forgetting her the nature of my flight. As we taxi towards the runway with the smog and haze reminding me of how I feel. Country boy that's learning that the pitfalls of the city are extremely real. All the nightlife and parties, temptation and deceit, the order of the day. It's a Bloody Mary morning, 'cause I'm leaving, baby, somewhere in L.A. It's a Bloody Mary morning, baby left me without warning sometime in the night. I'm flying down to Houston with forgetting her the nature of my flight. In the twilight glow, I see her. And blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, well, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. And through the ages I'll remember. And blue eyes crying in the rain. Someday when we meet up yonder, and we'll stroll hand in hand again, in the land that knows no parting. In the rain. As we travel these United States doing a tribute to Willie Nelson, we've been blessed. And thank you, Todd Ashley and Ashley Media Group, for having us come and perform for you tonight, everybody. We want to do, I always have to say, I've got the easiest job. This man right here, Waylon, has the toughest job because he hauls the equipment and sets up and tears down, and he's the guy that puts it all together. So I always joke with him. I say, the only thing I have to do is remember a few words and try to play the guitar. And I don't always do that perfectly, but he always sets it up. So I always want to dedicate this next song to my man, Waylon. Well, it's been rough and rocky traveling, but I'm finally standing upright on the ground. And after taking several readings, I'm surprised to find my mind still fairly sound. And we thought Mom L was the roughest, but I know we've said the same about them all. We received our education in the cities of our nations, me and Paul. Well, almost busted there in ring, but for reasons that I'd rather not disclose. But if you're playing in a honky-tonk and leave, don't leave nothing in your clothes. And at the airport there in Little Rock, they refused to let us board the plane at all. Well, they said we looked suspicious, but I believe they like to pick on me and Paul. And in a pack naked show in Buffalo with us, Kitty Wells and Charlie Pride. The show was long and we were sitting there. We had come to play and not just for the ride. We drank a lot of whiskey, so I don't know if we went on that night at all. I don't think they even missed us. I guess Buffalo ain't geared for me and Paul. Finally standing upright on the ground. And after taking several readings, I'm surprised to find my mind still fairly sound. And we thought New York was the roughest, but I know we said the same about them all. We received our education in the cities of our nation, me and Paul. We received our education in the cities of our nation, me and Paul. Well, all right. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Wrap your presents to your darling from you. Pretty pencil to write, I love you. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Crowded streets, busy feet hustle by him. Downtown shoppers, and Christmas is night. There he sits all alone on the sidewalk, hoping you won't pass him by. Should you stop? Better not, much too busy. You're in a hurry, my how time does fly. And in the distance, the ringing of laughter, and in the midst of the laughter he cries, pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Wrap your presents to your darling from you. Pretty pencil to write, I love you. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. He looked down into her brown eyes and said, say a prayer for me. Threw her arms around him and whispered, God will keep us free. They could hear the riders coming, and he said, this is my last fight. If they take me back to Texas, they won't take me back alive. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lover in the valley of the gun. When When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. The 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. She reached down and picked the gun up that lay smoking in his hand. She said, "Father, please forgive me, but I can't make it without my man." And she knew the gun was empty, and she knew she could not win. But her final prayer was answered when the rifles fired again. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lover in the valley of the gun. And when the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from above. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. All right. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train rolls out of Kankakee, rolls along past houses, farms and fields, passing trains that have no names, and freight yards full of old black men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing cards with the old man and the club car. Penny a point, there ain't no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle. Feel the wheels rumble beneath the floor. And the sons of Poole bond porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. Mothers rock their babes to sleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rail is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are ya? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home and we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea. And the towns and the people seem to fade into a bad dream, and the steel rail still ain't heard the news. Conductor sings his songs again, and the passengers will please refrain. This train has got the disappearing railroad blues. Good morning, America, how are ya? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train that caught the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. To all the girls I've loved before, who've traveled in and out my door, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before, and to all the girls who've shared my life, who now are someone else's wife. For helping me to grow, I owe a lot, I know, to all the girls I've loved before. The winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing. They carry me away. To all the girls I've loved before, who've traveled in and out my door, well, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before. The winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing. They carry me away. Oh, let's get out of town on this one, everybody. What do you say? South of the border, down Mexico way, that's where I fell in love when stars above came out to play. And now as I wander, my thoughts ever stray. South of the border, down Mexico way, she was a picture in old Spanish lace, and for a tender while I kissed the smile upon her face. And now as I wonder, my thoughts ever stray. south of the border, down Mexico way. And I lied as I whispered mañana, never dreaming that we were parting. And she lied as she whispered mañana, for our tomorrow never came. South of the border, well, I rode back one day. There in a veil of white by candlelight, she knelt to pray. But the mission bells told me that I mustn't stay. South of the border, down Mexico way. Well, if you would not have fallen, well, I would not have found you. Angel flying too close to the ground. But I patched up your broken wing and hung around a while, trying to keep your spirits up and your fever down. And I knew someday that you would fly away. For love's the greatest healer to be found. Leave me if you need to, I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. So fly, fly on past the speed of sound. I'd rather see you up than see you down. Leave me if you need to, and I will still remember. Oh, angel flying too close to the ground. Leave me if you need to, still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Well, all right. Everybody can sing this one, I think. Hup! On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep on our way, and our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way, and our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. Big finish now. Well, maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. And I guess I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. And maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you that I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, well, I just never took the time. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, well, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. But you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. All right. Well, all right. Thank y'all for having us come out, everybody. We're going to do a little finale here for you. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, with Waylon, Willie, and the boys. And this successful life we're living's got us feeling like the Hatfields and McCoy. You know the words? Between the Hank Williams
Pain songs and Newberry's train songs and blue eyes crying in the rain. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas. Ain't nobody feeling.
Baby, let's sell your diamond rings, buy some boots, faded jeans, and go away.
This coat and tie's choking me, and in your high society you cry all day.
We've been so busy keeping up with Jerry Jones.
A 4-car garage and we're still building on. It's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, Waylon and Willie and the boys. This successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys.
Between the Hank Williams pain songs and Jerry Jeff's train songs and Blue Eyes
crying in the rain. Lukenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain.
out in Lukenbach, Texas, there ain't nobody feeling no pain. Whiskey River, take my heart. Don't let her memory torture me.
Whiskey River, take my pride. All I got, take care of me.
Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me.